It's the only idea I could come up with to keep everything kind of low profile, not taking up much space. I wanted to make a crate that I could still have storage on top of. Yeah, I thought about it for days. And eventually I come up with this. It was a nice added little bonus. I didn't really know how to stop everything from rattling around, but when I put it all together, I had this little gap here, 50mm gap between the legs and the front of the actual legs themselves, the extensions in the legs. And I had this little bit of timber just laying around at home, and you wouldn't believe it, she just slots straight in. The extensions can't come forward, they can't rub on any of the steel work. Same thing, these can't go forward and rub. They even fit perfectly in this little shape here for the, just had some brackets lying around at home, put 3 of them in, one there, one at the end. Little bit of timber, man, it just slotted straight in. But anyway, I'll slide them out. They just come out one at a time. I've just got a bit of a backing plate. This box had to fit between these uprights here and on the opposite side. It's the only real space that I had for them. I wanted, because of the heaviest part of anything that I carry in the canopy, I wanted them as far forward as I could and as centered as I could. So they kind of had to go in place where they are, and then the fridge alongside that being the next heaviest. Fridge sits over the diff with a compressor on the fridge this side, so it's all the weight's kind of central, just so it handles all right on the road. When I was putting this crate together, I made it up out of old form ply that I had. Legendary Dave gives a hand with the pizza oven suspended slab, so I kept all the old form ply there and thought one day I'd do something with it, and sure enough I had the perfect amount of material. Even some bits I didn't even have to cut. It was just uncanny how well this little crate all come together. Yeah, I'm stoked with it. It's meant to be. There's a couple of 40mm bits of box section here to give the roof racks a bit of support. And look at the space I had. I had no planning whatsoever with the way that this box was going to line up with these two cross members here. And there's just the perfect spacing where they sit to go between them. I didn't plan that. I was stoked. It's a bit hard to see how I've laid this crate out. That's one side, but when the legs are sitting in there, basically that's the form that they take. I've got a shelf that sits on top of the crate that I've got my battery on at the moment. That was the lowest profile I could come up with, keeping all the weight to the center. That's basically how they sit in the crate. And that's that little magic little pin, how he slides through and just keeps everything kind of from rubbing. I pissed the crank handles on these off and put inch bolts on there. Just welded them on. The old battery drill is a lot quicker than cranking on it. At 8 AM in the morning when you've had a big night on the piss with the crew, battery drill is very handy.